was very tempting to see what a 350 Legend would do to a big old gray squirrel. was pretty cool. So, about 10 minutes before he came over, I'm sorry about all the movement that I was having with the camera, but not really in the most comfortable of positions. He's still up there at about 50, 60 yards. He's actually kind of getting ready to come at me at another angle. I'm going to spin you back around. Yeah, he's still out there about 50, 60 yards. But a little bit before he came in, I had a 6-point that was at just about the same distance staring at me, but I had repositioned myself after he made his way out. I'm right-handed, and he was off to my right side and behind me, so I couldn't make a swing on him, especially as close as he was. But just walked through the woods this morning, I found a stump. I sat down on the stump here, and yeah, he's still right there. I'm not sure if he's brave or stupid, but there's more deer up the hill from him where he just went up to right now, so I'm gonna kind of stay here in this bit of an uncomfortable position and see if one of those is that 6-point. If that 6-point comes back, I'm taking him. Because I had him at about maybe said, it was maybe 30 yards. And he eventually got wise and moved away, but just the position that he was in, being right-handed, and him being off to my right and behind me, I didn't have any shot. And when he ran off and I could reposition myself into getting this, because I've got this stump here. I was sitting on that when that 6-point came in. I'm sure that if I shoot that one, then we're gonna have viewers that'll say that we, it would have been a nice deer in a couple of years, whatever. And I'm sure, if that deer makes it through this season, it's going to be an awesome deer. Very symmetrical. He had brow tines and maybe about a 12-inch spread. But just trying to see what those deer are doing up the hill. But yeah, I guess the question is, when you see a deer, you say, oh, that's going to be a nice deer next year. Well, you know what, the year after, it's probably going to be a even nicer deer. And the year after that, it's probably going to be even nicer. But how many times are you going to pass on it, hoping that it sticks around and doesn't get taken by somebody else? So, would I like to shoot a 150 or 200-inch buck? Absolutely. But I'm also realistic. Everybody's gonna say, oh, well, if you pass on the small ones, then you'll have bigger bucks in the future. But that's taken into consideration that he doesn't get hit by a car going and crossing the road, or another hunter doesn't get him, or he just doesn't get the deer equivalent of COVID or something. And it's hard to say. So if you shoot what you're happy with, and you be happy for other people shooting what they're happy with, hunting would be a lot better of a sport. I think TV and social media has really kind of screwed hunting. That's why we try to do what we do on our show, because we want to let everybody see what real hunters are doing. And if you, like we've always said, if you want to you want to see somebody shoot the 150-inch or 200-inch deer, there's plenty of other channels that you can watch. But we're not it. If you want to see real life, that's what you come to us for. And we can give you some laughs along the way, whether you're laughing at us or you're laughing with us. We don't care. But I will say that was one of the coolest things that I've ever had happen. Just being in a stare down with that spike. That was an awesome experience. So, gotta see if anything else wants to come in, or I might make a couple moves, see if I can make something happen. But that's $2 on opening day that were well within range. I probably could have had either of them. So, guess we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. So to put into perspective how close that spike was to me, that stump right there is probably maybe, I don't know, 4 yards from me, from where I'm standing right now. And there's some fresh crap. So I'm pretty happy with that, that he was that close at one time. That was before I could get the camera up to run. But yeah. I'd say that was a pretty good day. Well, I'm going to sit out here for an evening hunt. Watch this field for a little while. So I hope you found that hunt as interesting as I did this morning. And I had a lot of fun with it. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss any of our future episodes that we have coming up. So hope you all have a fun season, and best of luck to everybody. And we'll see you on the next episode.